Om Vajradunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir me sada Saṃskṛtam Dayanandam Paramartha-swarupinam Tattvajnana Prashastaram Pranatosmi Param Padam Vagartha Vivasampraktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwaro Yenaksharasamamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Kritsnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninaye Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We will continue the Nishtha Pratyaya. But have you revised Nishtha Pratyaya? Do you remember? Otherwise, it will become everything new. Because after some gap, we are doing a topic Nishtha. All of you, do you remember?
A few, yes, Guruji. Recently read them, but not all of them.
You need to remember the it Vivastha, it Prakaranam. When Itagama will come, the list of the Ajanta Dhatus, Halanta Dhatus, Karika, etc. All those things. If you remember, is good. Okay. Otherwise, I just quickly go through. Okay.
Yes,
quickly. I will go through this thing quickly. Just so recap, quick recap. So when Itagama will come? For what?
Set Dhatu and Valadi Pratyaya.
Itagama comes for Adadhatuka Valadi Pratyaya. Or Valadi Adadhatuka Pratyaya. Number one. Does it come for a Sarvadhatuka? No. Only for Adadhatuka. And that too with the Pratyaya beginning with Val letter. Valadi Adadhatuka Pratyaya. Agama comes only for the Pratyaya. Does it come for a Dhatu?
No.
If it comes for Dhatu, it's a problem. Huh? It is Ittagama, Tittagama, Titvat, Putra Bhavati. Purvamba, Paschadva, Adi.
Adi Bhavati.
So, Staninaha Purvam. Right? So, it cannot come before the Dhatu. Then all Dhatu will have E. There's a problem. Huh? All. So, it comes only for the Pratyaya. Now, for the Ittagama to come, we have this rule. The Dhatu must be set. How do you know the Dhatu is set? We have Dhatu Kosha, you can refer. But you know how it is set or not. How? We have the list. List of Ajanta, set Dhatu, Alanta, Alanta set Dhatu, Ajanta Anit Dhatu, Alanta Anit Dhatu, Ajanta Ved Dhatu, Halanta Ved. We have the list. Where is the list? You know. This is down here given. I'll show you. We have seen already all those things. So the condition is that pratyaya adadatuka valadi pratyas takes itagama provided the dhatu is said. So therefore this is a condition. Said dhatuhu, said anukula pratyaya. Said anukula pratyaya is valadi adadatuka
Valadi.
pratyaya, and the dhatu has to be said. See, the pratyaya is anukula or ananukula, we can find out. That is simple. Only thing is the difficult thing is whether the dhatu is said or not, or anit, or whatever it is, wait. That is the difficult job. With regard to pratyaya, we don't have any problem. It is adadhatuka pratyaya. We know the definition of what adadhatuka is. That which is not sarvadhatuka is adadhatuka. Right? It is not a negative definition. Everything else other than sarvadhatuka pratyayas are adadhatuka pratyaya. Adadhatukam sheshaha. That is how Maharshi defined. It doesn't say asarvadhatuka pratyayaha adadhatuka pratyaya. It doesn't say using an anj. Please note, okay. Anything other than sarvadhatuka. Anything other than sarvadhatuka. Sarvadhatuka is thing shit. They are adadhatuka pratyaya. And adadhatuka pratyaya beginning with val. So therefore you can easily find out the pratyaya whether it is set anukula or ananukula. Ananukula. Okay. Set anukula or ananukula. But with regard to dhatu, it is difficult. That is why we made it to the extent possible simple, that by giving this list. The following ajanta dhatus are said. All these dhatus are, all the ukaranta dhatus, said dhatu. Ukaranta dhatu means, please note, not ukara is a ith letter. Don't think it's a ith letter. What does it mean? Dhatu, who at the end of the dhatu, part of the dhatu. Okay. Ajanta dhatu we are talking about. When we say ajanta, it is doesn't include ith letter. Okay. Packing letter, the packaging is removed. Whatever the content, that alone we take. So don't confuse with the ith letter. So ukara and the dhatu means like dhatu ending with ukara, like boo, etc. Similarly, rukara and the dhatu. Then we have two rasva ukara and the dhatu. One, not two. Okay, four are there. Only the four. Sorry, six are there. Not Primita. 6. Excepting this 6 ukara and the dhatu, all the other rasa ukara and the dhatus. Not 6 plus 1. Okay, 7. But anyway, 7 is something special is there. All the ukaranta, rasva, ukaranta dhatu, other than the 7 dhatus, they are not said. Okay. Because said dhatus are listed here. Similarly, we have ikaranta. Ikaranta dhatu, 2 ikaranta dhatus are said. Other than this are not. Of course, we have, with regard to nishtha pratyaya, sometimes it can come that that depends on the mixture of rules. That is why it is little complicated. The mixture of rules are there, but we need to. Sometimes it is said, but itagama doesn't come with regard to nishtha pratyaya. The rules are there. Fine. Then these 2 ikara the dhatus, then the 2 dukara. All these are said dhatus. And this we know all anekash dhatus are said. What are anekash dhatus?
More than one vowel.
More than one. Ekach is one vowel.
Do we have any anekash dhatus? The dhatu pata.
Derived dhatu.
All derived dhatus are anekash dhatu.
Yeah, 10th gana.
Dijanta. Not only 10th, any dijanta. Causative forms are anekash dhatu.
Anekach.
And we have some anekash dhatu also. Few. Less than, it's a single digit. Not even 2. Some 6 or 7. Like Jagri, Didi. Like that we have anekash dhatu. Only few 6 or 7 are there. They're all said. Fine. Excepting the above mentioned dhatus, all the other dhatus are ekach anudhatu. What is ekach anudhatu dhatu? In fact, that is the definition we give for
Anit.
What is that ekach anudhata dhatu is? Ekach, and the swara of the dhatu is anudhata. Swara of the ach of the dhatu. Okay.
Mm.
Then it is considered to be what?
Anit.
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 So eka charudata dhatus of the upadeshas are anit. So how to find out eka charudata dhatu? Every time we cannot go to the dhatu pata and find. Therefore we have this list is there.
Mm.
And we have one karika. This list is based on the
Mm.
karika. What is the karika? This is the karika. U, ud, r, dantai. So this is what we are given the form of a list.
Mm.
Ukaranta, rikaranta, then yo, that dhatu, yu dhatu, rukshnu, etc. All these are within vyamcha vina, ekachaha, janteshu, nigataha, smrtaha. All these, excepting these dhatu, excepting the listed dhatus here, all these, excepting these dhatus, everything else is anudata. It means these are all ekash dhatu,
Udata.
but not anudata, therefore they are said.
Mm.
Understand? That's the logic. Huh? So therefore, dhatus which are listed in the karika, and that alone given in the form of a list, right? They are said because they are not anudata. Okay, fine. All these things we know. So therefore, all the rules, all the dhatus, other than those which are enumerated in the karika or which are enumerated in the list, they are anudata. And because they are ekash anudata, therefore they have to be anit. This is with regard to ajanta dhatu. So when halanta dhatu, we have this list of halanta dhatus. Okay. Then weight dhatu, we need to know. Why we should know weight? Because with regard to nishta, if the dhatu gets optional id, then it is negated, right?
Mm.
Remember the rule? I'll show you the rule also.
Mm.
So the following dhatus are weight, and here we have to note these are some of these five dhatus, five dhatus. These are specific dhatus. Svara, su, dud, etc. Last one is general one. Udito dhatu. What is uditaha? Ukara
Ukara.
is.
Eighth letter.
Ukara is eighth letter.
Therefore, you have to know the dhatu with the itha letter. That's
Mm.
important. This is why itha letters are important. You understand why itha letters are important. This is the reason. Itha letters have purpose. So all the udit dhatus are weight dhatu. Vikalpena hit bhavati. This is general, not nishta. This is general. Okay. So weight dhatu, therefore, when adha dhatu kavaladi pratyaya follows, itakama will come optionally. But with regard to nishta, when optionality is mentioned anywhere, with regard to nishta, it will be deemed to be anit. Therefore, no itakama. So that is the connection. Huh?
Mm.
So the list of udit dhatus are also given here. Okay. Then the rules related to nishta dhatu already we have seen. I just summarize in the form of here. That is important. We cannot go through everything. Okay. I assume you have gone through just the rules only quickly. That is with regard to nishta pratyaya. With regard to nishta pratyaya, how do we know the dhatus, will take it or not? That is listed here. Shri dhatu. Shri dhatu, is it a said dhatu or not? Which is there in the list, in fact. It's a said dhatu. But with regard to nishta, it is anit. Shri dhatu and also ukanta dhatu. What do you mean by ukanta dhatu?
Urulu.
That is dhatu having the uk letter, not the ith letter. Please note again. Huh? You have to be, if it is ith letter, then we will mention udit, etc., adit, etc. Otherwise, it is not. Okay. Dhatu ending with uk. Therefore, gu dhatu is ukaranta dhatu, which is a uganta. But when kit pratyaya follows nishta, it is anit. Therefore, bhutaha you get. Bhu plus ta pratyaya, what you get? Not bhavitaha, bhutaha, right? And another thing is, when it is followed by kit pratyaya, nishta pratyaya we are discussing, right? Kit pratyayas negate guna. So angakara cannot happen. That is also a thing to be noted. Adadhatuka pratyaya, nishta pratyayas are adadhatuka pratyaya and they are kit pratyaya. When adadhatuka pratyaya follows, angakara happen. But because it is kit, it is negative. That also you need to note.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, the first rule is Shri Dhatu, that is a Set Dhatu. If you see the Dhatu Kosha, given Set, yes, will be there. But with regard to Nishtha, it is Anit.
Anit.
So we cannot question here Anit why it is given Dhatu Kosha as Set. Because of this rule, it has become Anit with regard to Nishtha. Okay. Generally, it is Set only. And similarly, Ugandha Dhatus. Among these Ugandha Dhatus also, you may find Set Dhatus. The Dhatu may be Set, but with regard to Nishtha, it is Anit. That is why it is, I said it is a little complicated. We cannot just go by Dhatu Kosha. We have to know these rules also. Then both have to be combined, and then we have to see whether Dhatu and under this condition, I mean the Pratyaya following this, take allows Itakama or not. Okay. The first one is Shri Dhatu and Ugandha Dhatu when followed by Kit Pratyaya and Ishta Pratyaya is Kit Pratyaya, Adha Pratyaya, it is negated. Number one, first rule. Remember this. We need to apply all these things when the context comes. The second point is rule. All these rules are listed already in that main document which you have already. Toshvi Dhatu. Toshvi is one specific Dhatu. And Dhatus having Ikara as
That is the
what is that Dhatu? Idit Dhatu. Please note. Idit means Ikara as it. There are Dhatus like that. Like Kriti, Vriti, etc. Even Nriti, Nrityati, Nrt Dhatu. Nriti, Ikara. With letter. Content is Nrt. They will not support it when Ishta Pratyaya follows. Okay, then this is another rule, important. If a Dhatu gets optional it anywhere in the Shastra, anywhere in the Ashtadhyayi, then with regard to Nishtha, it will be
negated.
Anit.
Anit only. Example, the Udit Dhatus. Udit Dhatus are optionally it when followed with Tva Pratyaya. Tva is another Ardha Dhataka Kit Pratyaya. So Udit Dhatus are considered to be weight with regard to Tva Pratyaya. Therefore, with regard to Nishtha, it would be
Anit.
Anit.
this is third rule. Then the fourth one is the Takaradi Adadatuka Pratyaya. Takaradi, when Takaradi Adadatuka Pratyaya, and our is Tavatu is Nishtha Pratyayas are Takaradi.
Takaradi.
When the Takaradi Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya follows these dhatus, Ishu, Shaha, Lubha, Rusha, Risha, then it is optional. Because it is optional, therefore, by the rule here, as we stated here, with regard to Nishtha, it would be Anit.
Anit.
Okay. Then this is very particularly for the Klish Dhatu. Klish Dhatu, when Tva, Tha, Pratyaya, Tavatu Pratyaya, there is optionally from. They have to note. Yes, because it's optional, I don't think it did not get Ishta. I mean, Itakama. Here, for Ishta itself, it will take optional it. That's what is the Sutram says. Okay. Ta Pratyaya or Ta Pratyaya, Tavatu Pratyaya follows, Klish Dhatu will be optionally it. Okay. Then the Dhatus of the Radhadi Antargana. So they will be optionally hit when Adadhatuka Pratyaya follows. Therefore, with regard to Nishtha, it will be Anit. What are those dhatus? Those 8 dhatus are listed here. So when we come across this dhatu, we have to be alert. And yet we need to know these dhatus. Druk, Shnik, Mukh, and Shnuk. You remember these dhatus?
Yes.
Where did we see this?
That Halsandi we saw this, Guruji.
Then the Gatvam, Dattam, remember?
Yes, Guruji.
There we saw Vadruha, Mukha, Shtuka, Shtika. The 4 dhatus are listed here. So they are
Yes.
the Antargana. So therefore, what happens when the Adadhatuka Pratyaya follows, it will be optionally. Therefore, it will not take it with regard to Nishtha. This 4 dhatus. The 4 dhatus, we know all these Akara dhatu, which will, the Akara will be optionally replaced by Gakara. When Jaladi, help follows or at the end of the Padam. We have seen all those things, the Sandhi rule.
Yes.
And other dhatus are also listed here, Nash, etc. Okay. Then the next dhatu, Dhatu Gush.
Hmm.
sense of other than Vishabdane,
Hmm.
that also will not take it. That is only for this, for the specific dhatu. Then Adit dhatus. What is Adita dhatus which have got Akara as,
Akara is the it letter.
that also will not take it. Negated. It is negated. Then the next point is, which already we have seen, this 5 dhatus and Udit dhatus are optionally it. Therefore, with regard to Nishta, it would be.
Anit.
It.
So these points you need to remember, and some other, I don't think any other points are there. If they are there, then you can add. So this is what is the study of the examples already we have seen. So I'm skipping this, the rules. Then we go to the, have the both the documents. So if then we can compare and see the first category where the dhatus taking itakama. First category already we have seen. 3 dhatu, lik dhatu, ast dhatu. All these dhatus are what dhatu?
Alat.
They are it dhatu, not on it. How do you know it are on it? How do you know they are it or on it? The creed dhatu, for example, if you take ending with what letter? Ending with dakara.
Alanta.
Dakara is there in the list? Alanta, the list not there. You can check. If it is, if you want to see, please check. If you have the document, see. Here it is. Is it there in the list? Not there.
Not in the list page.
Among the 102 halanta dhatus, where is dakara here? Dakara itself is not
Not
there.
there.
Tavarga itself is not here, right?
Mm.
Where is Tavarga, the Tavarganta dhatu? Not there. So, the creed dhatu, if you take, therefore, it must be, it must be said. Not in the list, therefore, it must be said. Therefore, when Nishtha Pratyaya follows, what will happen? Because it is not in the list, therefore, it must be other than Anudata, right? Ekash, not Anudata. If it is Ekash Anudata, it is Anit. Therefore, it is not Anudata, it is Ekash, but not Anudata. Therefore, it is said. That is what we have arrived at. Understand? So
Yes, good.
that's I have listed here. Takaranta dhatu is not in the list, therefore said. Because it is said, therefore we can know it is Ekash, but not Anudata. Logic, simple, right? Understand? Therefore, Itakama will come when Adhatuka Pratyaya follows, because said Anukula Pratyaya, said Anukula dhatu. Therefore, Kriditavatu. This is first category. Second dhatu, lik dhatu. That also same thing. Takaranta dhatu, is it there in the list? Please see. You will not see it. Not there. Therefore, it must be said. Said means indirectly saying yes, when the list we are saying. Directly, if you want, you have to see the Dhatu Pata. Dhatu Pata is given. Dhatu Pata, if you check, it is Ekash, it is not Anudata. Therefore, it has to be said. Either you refer Dhatu Pata every time, or you check the list, which is easy. Checking the list is easy, right?
Yes.
So that's why I'm mentioning list every time. From the list, we can infer what could be there in the Dhatu Pata. It must be. We cannot directly say. We can say it is not Anudata. That much we can say. Because the condition for Anit is, it should be Ekach Anudata.
Anudata.
If it is said, then it cannot be Anudata. Then it could be Swarita or Udata. Whatever, that doesn't matter for us. Understand? Whether it is Anudata or not, that is what is important. So Lik Dhatu, Likitavatu. Similarly, Arch Dhatu. Same thing. Chakaranta Dhatu not in the list, therefore said. Therefore, this Dhatu is Ekach, but not Anudata. Therefore, it is said. Itakama will come. Said Dhatu, said Anukula Pratyaya. Architavat, Tadvat Jivitavat, Patitavat. All these things we have seen. Kupitavat, Patitavat. Have you seen or not?
Yes.
Yes,
We
good.
have seen. Rakshitavat, Yachitavat, Avitavat, Ruditavat, Shikshitavat. First category, all we have seen.
Yes, good.
And this Gandhatu is a 10th Gana, Anekash Dhatu, therefore Itakama will come. We know it. Yes or no?
Yes, good.
Yes.
Gandhatu, Ganayati, 10th Gana
Anekash
Dhatu, Anekash Dhatu. Therefore, it will,
Itakama will come.
Itakama will come. So Gani, Gan plus Nich, Gani, you get new Dhatu, Anekash Dhatu. Therefore, Itakama will come. But here, we know, when Set follows, what will happen to Ni? Ni will become
Ne.
Lopa.
Not ne. Ni will become lopaha.
Ikara
Nehe
drops.
lopaha bhavat.
Lopaha.
Ni means ikara. Ikara which is of the niche only, right?
Yes.
So that is drop. Nehe means the niche ni is drop.
Lopaha.
Therefore, ganitavatu. This is important to be noted.
Mm.
Then a set pratyaya follows the nijanta dhatu. And what set? When nishta, very important. Nishta set. Nishta set, not any other pratyaya. Nishtayam seti. When the nishta pratyaya, set nishta pratyaya, it means the nishta pratyaya having the itagama follows the nijanta dhatu, the ni of the dhatu will be dropped. Rule. Can remember this. Very specifically for nishta pratyaya only. Nishtayam seti is a sutra. Seti means seti pratyaye pare. What pratyaya? Nishta pratyaya.
Nishta pratyaya.
Seti nishta pratyaye pare. Nehe lopaha bhavati. Ni of the dhatu. That ni due to niche pratyaya. That will be dropped. Okay. Janitavatu. Then similarly, chintistantagana, chintitavatu. All this we have seen. Jalpitavatu. Artha also tantagana, artitavatu. Iksh dhatu, ikshitavatu. Tat tantagana, tatitavatu. Gush dhatu. This shakaranta dhatu, which is also, which is not in the list. You can check the list. It will not be there. Therefore, it has to be state. Not in the list means it is state. Because it is state, then what will happen? And here you have to note it is grishu. It is grishu. U is italata, udit dhatu. Because it is udit. Therefore, it is by what rule?
Optionally.
By the rule already stated. What is the rule? The stuff rules you see. Udit dhatus are uditova, right? Udit dhatus are optionally it when tva pratyaya follows. Therefore, with regard to nishta, it would be
Anit.
that's what I given here. Being udit, it will be considered optionally it when followed with tva pratyaya. Therefore, that dhatu will become anit when nishta pratyaya follows. Therefore, kushtavatu, right? Jwal dhatu, lakaranta dhatu not in the list, therefore say, therefore itakama, similarly, becomes kampitavatu, mil becomes melitavatu, chur is tantagana, choritavatu, nad, lakaranta dhatu, that's also not in the list, therefore it is said, therefore itakama. So the first category you see that all these are, all the dhatus are said, and the pratyaya, therefore taking itakama. So the forms are like this. Okay, niditavatu, palitavatu, tantagana. This is first category. So first category done. Then the second category, if you see, where we have the dhatus, which it takes no itakama. So it means anit dhatus. Either the anit or anittam is due to some other reason. Okay, maybe a set by the dhatu kosha. But anitvam because of the vibhasha, the optionality. Somewhere it is option, therefore it is. Now kship dhatu, pakaranta dhatu. It is there in the list. Once that in the list means we can infer. It is eka chanudata dhatu, therefore anit, therefore no itakama. Kshiptavata. Then grasu. Grasu is sakaranta dhatu. It is not in the list.
Yes,
But ukaranta dhatu, it is udit dhatu. Therefore, when tva pratyaya follows, it is optionally it. Therefore, with regard to nishta, it is anit. Right? Dhriti, this is what I said. Idit dhatu. Idit dhatus are?
Anit.
Idit dhatus are. Yeah, idit dhatu. One rule also we said. Idit dhatus are like aditaha, adit dhatus, only idit dhatus. That toshvi and idit dhatus, when nishta pratyaya follows, they will not be.
Itagama.
It will not be said anukula. So it will not support say. Idit dhatus. This takaranta dhatu, not in the list. Therefore, it has to be said. But Being udit, sorry, idit.
Idit.
Therefore, it will not
Udit.
support it. We had a note, okay. Because it is not in the list, therefore it is said. Being idit, therefore it will not support it when ishta pratyaya follows.
Mm.
Okay. First point, you cannot stop with the first point. Second point, you have to read to continue. Because it is not in the list, therefore said if you had itagama problem. Then what is the purpose of ikara being there? With regard to nishta pratyaya, it is not. Even though the dhatu is said, the dhatu kosha, you will see it as a said dhatu. Because it is given said, therefore we cannot just arrange itagama. Dhatu is idit dhatu. It will not support itagama for nishta pratyaya. Therefore, no itagama. Okay. So we have to see point number 1. This is the first point. Second point also you have to see. See that whether it is negated anywhere. Right? Both I have to see. This second point is what you check in the list of rules. It related rules. For sake of class, I wrote it separately. It is already given in the document itself. It is there. Okay. Then the next one, assume. This is also what type of dhatu? Dhatu. Takaranta dhatu. It is there in the list. It is not. Therefore, it has to be said. Because it is said, can we already itagama? No.
Udit dhatu.
Because udit dhatu, when followed by pratyaya, it takes option. It allows optional it. But therefore, with regard to nishta, it will be
Anit.
Anit.
or no itagama. Similarly, DP. With being seeing the dhatu, you should be able to say DP, idit dhatu.
Ikara.
Therefore,
Igita.
here itself you can say dhatu is said, I have written. Because it is idit, therefore no it. With regard to nishta. Gupu, udit dhatu. What do you remember?
Udit
Gupu.
Yes, Guruji.
Udit dhatu. So that it is optionally it. Because it is optional, therefore with regard to nishta, it would be
Anit.
Anit. This pakaranta dhatu, it is not in the list. Therefore, it has to be considered said. But being udit, itagama is
Optional.
negated. Not it's optional, therefore it is negated for
Negated.
nishta. Therefore, no itagama with regard to nishta. No itagama with regard to nishta. Tap dhatu. Tap dhatu, it is there in the list. Therefore, Anit.
Yes.
It is simple. Lup dhatu, this is also in the list.
Not in this in the list.
Anit. Then Ap dhatu, that is also in the list. Therefore, Anit. Simple. No itagama. Then Shakla, this is also in the list. Karanta dhatu.
Karanta dhatu. Yes, Guruji.
It is there in the list. In fact, I think this is only dhatu kakaranta. Only the kakaranta dhatu is this dhatu, shak dhatu. So therefore,
Yes, Guruji.
Anit. Then the next one, shap, which is there in the list, Anit. Similarly, kriti, idit dhatu. Therefore,
Idit.
Anit.
nishta pratyaya, Anit.
Far.
This dhatu is not in the list, therefore it has to be considered as said. But what happens, being idit, it will not
Idit
support
It.
it when nishta pratyaya follows. Okay. Then dhritu, udit dhatu.
Udit
Udit dhatus
dhatu.
are optionally said. Therefore, the
Optional,
nishta it would be Anit.
Anit.
The next category is so we have to start from D, right? D or what?
F.
E.
G. Okay.
F.
From F.
From F.
Yes, we did G, I think.
For dhatus involving dropping of Anunasika and taking the
Okay.
itagama.
We'll come
That is-
quickly. Yes. Yeah. So just a quick revision only. So G dhatu. G dhatus. Yeah, the rest of dhatus which do not take itagama.
Itagama.
That is dhatu ending with a, e, u, r, etc. So G dhatu example. This is in the list. Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
You see this is Ekachana dhatu. It is there in the list. So no itagama. Similarly, dhr. Dhr, not gru. Dhr. Dhr dhatu. Rikaranta dhatu. Is it there in the list?
It's not in the list.
It is, don't see the Alanta list. See the
Mm.
Ajanta
Mm.
list.
Okay.
Rikaranta Dhatu it is. Rikaranta Dhatu, list of
Second
dhatus
one on
which are
top, Gurudev.
No, it's not.
The all Rikaranta Dhatus.
all Rikaranta. Here you can see Rikaranta where it is there, not here. Only the two Rikarantas are there. So it is not there. Because it is not there, therefore, it has to be
It's said.
Anit.
It's written.
Not said, it is Anit. The said dhatus are listed. Don't get confused. Adanta, Anit dhatus are listed. Ajanta, said dhatus are listed. All these are said dhatu, which is not there in the list. It means not said. It means it is Anit.
Oh, okay, Guruji.
Mm.
Don't get confused. Ajanta, said dhatus are listed. Alanta, Anit dhatus are listed. Okay, you have to know what it is.
Mm.
Therefore,
Yes,
it is Anit. Therefore, no itagama. Similarly, next one, Nij Trapane. This is also, this is Ikaranta dhatu. Ikaranta dhatu, is it there in the list? The Ajanta dhatu, don't see the Alanta. E dhatu, is it there in the list? Not there.
Me not in the list.
Therefore, it must be Anit.
Anit.
Therefore, no itagama. Similarly, Bu, Ukaranta dhatu. Ukaranta dhatu, it is it there?
Ukaranta. Given as said.
Ukaranta dhatus are, all Ukaranta dhatus are said, right?
Yes,
Therefore,
Guruji.
Bu must be said, right? Why it is then no itagama here?
In the Shastram, somewhere
is-
it takes.
No,
Ekachana
this is
dhatu.
not ekachanada. Budhatu must be, Budhatu must be, it is ekachanadata. Dhatu, it is Anit. All Ukarantas are said.
Said you have given.
All Ukaranta dhatus are said. That this being Ukaranta dhatu. So it must be said. Therefore, this is not correct anyway. But there's a rule. There's a rule what it says. Uganta dhatus are Anit with regard to Nishta. Shri dhatu and Uganta dhatus are when followed by Kit Pratyaya, Itagama is negated. Right?
Yes, Guru.
By that rule.
You have
Bu
given
dhatu.
blue, boo.
By that rule, what will happen?
Yes.
Dhatu is
It communicated.
so Bu dhatu is not Anit, it is said dhatu. Being Ukaranta dhatu, I written it wrongly. Okay. This is copy paste problem. This is Bu dhatu is said dhatu. This note. Not Ekach. Bu dhatu is, this is, I will write like this. This is not an, it is an Ekach dhatu, but not, it is Ekach, but not Anudata dhatu. Therefore, it must be
Said.
said. It should take itagama, but doesn't happen. Why? Because of the rule that Uganta dhatu, when followed by Kit Pratyaya, itagama is negated. By the rule, Uganta dhatus, Ukanta means Urulu, etc. By the rule. By the rule which states that the Uganta dhatus, when followed by Kit Pratyaya,
Itagama is negated.
this dhatu also will not take Ita.
Mm.
It is negated for who will not support it. Bu dhatu will not support it with regard to Nishta. So this is the reason.
You had given a sutra also 7 to 11.
Yeah. So by that, therefore Bhutavatu only that. Then Mru dhatu, is it there in the list? In the list, can it be there in the list? The list given all are said
All
dhatu.
dhatus are said.
So Rukaranta Dhatu, not here.
Not there.
The two Rukaranta Dhatus which are said. Because that is what in the Karika also it is given. That is Rukaranta Dhatu, Vru and Vrim. And this is Dhatu is not there. Therefore it must be
Anit.
Anit. That means Ekachana Dhatu, Anit, therefore no Itakama. Similarly, Hru Dhatu, not in the list. So therefore, not in the list or not in the Karika. Therefore, Anit. Dukring Dhatu, Kru Dhatu. Kru Dhatu, is it there in the list? Important Dhatu, Kru Dhatu. Kru is Rikaranta, not there in the list. In the Rikaranta Dhatu in the list, we have only Vru and Bridge, right? We don't have this.
Yes,
So therefore, you are also no Itakama. Therefore, you can infer this must be Ekas Janadata Dhatu, Anit, no Itakama. Then Stunj, Stu Dhatu. Is it there in the list? Ukaranta Dhatu. Ukaranta Dhatu, there are about 7 Dhatus, but this is Dhatu is not there. Therefore, Anit. You have to check this. Well, I hope you are checking in the right place. You have to check here. See whether this Dhatu is in the list. Ajanta Dhatu. Okay. Check it. Not in the list, therefore Anit. For no Itakama. Similarly, Sri Dhatu. Same, not in the list. Anit. Similarly, Smru Dhatu. Not in the list, therefore Ekash Anudata Dhatu. Not in the list. To confirm that it is not, that it is Ekash Anudata Dhatu, therefore it is Anit. Okay. I'm not saying it's not in the list and all. I'm just saying Ekash Anudata Dhatu, therefore it must not be in the list. Then Pru Dhatu. Ekash Anudata Dhatu, therefore will it be in the list? No.
No.
Cannot. Anit Dhatu, no Itakama. And Dukring. Ikaranta Dhatu. Ikaranta, only 2 Dhatu are there. Shing Dhatu and Ding Dhatu. This is, therefore this is not in the list, therefore it must be Ekash Anudata Dhatu, Anit.
Anit.
Shri, this Dhatu is there, important. Huh?
Yes.
There's a
Ikaranta.
special
Sevaya.
Yeah, Shri Dhatu is there in the list, therefore it must be said, right? But
Followed by Kit Pratyaya, so Itagama is negated.
Shri Dhatu is there in the list, therefore it must be said. Because it is said, therefore we can infer this is not an Ekash Anudata Dhatu. Okay, I'm doing the reverse. Therefore it must be said. Said means Itagama is allowed, but Shri Dhatu is negates Itagama for another Dhatu
Kit
Pratyaya
Pratyaya.
follows.
Excuse me, Guruji.
Yeah.
How is it is not Ekach? It is only, there's only one Ach in this.
But Anudata, okay. Not Ekash is, but Ekash is not negated. Anudata is negated.
No. What I meant to say is in this Dhatu, there's only one Ach, that is Hrasva Ikara.
Yes. That's correct.
But you say it is not an Ekach.
That's what I'm saying. It is not negating the Ekash, it is negating, it is Anudata.
Mm-hmm.
It is an Ekach only, but not Anudata.
Okay.
Right? Of course, it is Ekach only. It is not an
Yeah,
Ekach Anudata
yeah.
Dhatu. Maybe I can know Ekach. If it is confusing, I know Ekach.
Yeah, it is my mistake, Guruji. Yeah.
So everywhere, I'm just why I say Ekach Anudata means it's Sutra.
Yep. I got it now. It
Ekach.
was my mistake. Sorry.
So that's why I say Ekach. Ekach, the purpose of mentioning Ekach is just a Sutra is there, therefore I'm mentioning as it is.
Yeah. Got it.
If it is confusing, Ekach you have to put in bracket. This is Ekach Dhatu, but not Anudata Dhatu. You have to write everywhere like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you can write like that, if it is confusing, this is an Ekach Dhatu, it is an Ekach, but not Anudata Dhatu. So then you won't be able to remember the sutra, connect the sutra immediately. It takes time to connect the sutra. If this is okay, fine. This is an Ekach, but not Anudata Dhatu. Therefore, it is said.
Yeah.
Shri Dhatu negates Itakama by the rule. Therefore, though it is said, when Kit Pratyaya follows, it is negated, therefore no Itakama. And next one, Nibi. This is also same thing. Ikaranta Dhatu. Ikaranta Dhatu not there in the list. Only 2 are there, Ding and
There is a rule.
Shing. So therefore, this is also an Ekach. but not Anudata Dhatu. Okay. So therefore, on it. Then the Sme. Sme is at the list. Ikaranta Dhatu not at the list.
Not in the list.
Again, here also it is an Ekach, but not
Not
Anudata.
Mm.
Therefore, on it. Therefore, no Itagama. Then the next one. Kya Prakatane Akaranta Dhatu. The category deals with
No
all this.
Akaranta in the list.
Anit.
So therefore it must be, this is
Anit.
Ekach Dhatu, but not Anudata Dhatu, therefore Anit, no Itagama. And Chu, Ukaranta Dhatu. Is it there in the list? Chu, Ukaranta also not there.
Sure, no.
Let's
No
check.
good.
Among the
Mm.
7 Ukaranta Dhatu, this is not there in the list.
Mm.
And this is Churadikana. Okay, Shamita. First, forget about that. Chu means you need to add
Oh.
Nich Pratyaya. So Nich Pratyaya follows what will happen to the Anga.
Anga get Vriddhi.
Anga Karya happens, Anga Karya is here Vriddhi.
Ikanta will get Vriddhi.
Iganta will take Vriddhi. Therefore, Chu, who will become Au. Then Ayadi Sabdi, Chavi. Now Chavi is a new Dhatu. Because it is a new Dhatu, Anesh Kach Dhatu, therefore it must be Set.
State.
So when Set comes, this is Seti Nishta Pratyaya Pare. What will happen to knee of
Ikara drops.
drops? Therefore you get Chavi Tavata. Okay.
Mm.
The next, the 18, Stu Dhatu. Ukaranta Dhatu. Is it there in the list? Stu Dhatu? Not there in the list.
Not in the list.
You can check. This is an Ekach, but not Anudata Dhatu. Therefore, it must be Anit.
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 Adi Purvaka Ing Dhatu always will be considered
Adi.
Adi. So Ing Dhatu, Ikara, is it there in the list? No.
It's not in the list.
Therefore, it must be
Anit.
Anit. This is an Ekach, but not Anudata Dhatu. Therefore, Anit. No Itagama. Similarly, Ikaranta Dhatu, this is also not in the list. This is an Ekach, but not Anudata Dhatu. Therefore, Anit. Similarly, Shru Dhatu. Shru Dhatu is there in the list. Ikaranta Dhatu, it is there.
Yes, Guruji. Mm.
Ikaranta Dhatu, Shru Dhatu. It is there.
Shru. Not in the list.
Shru is who? Yeah. Ikaranta Dhatu. Ikaranta Dhatu.
Not in the list.
Not in the list. Okay.
Not in the list, Guruji.
Okay. I confused with some other Dhatu. So it is a Nekash, but not on the Anudata. Therefore, no Itagama. Then Mane. Akaranta Dhatu. Akaranta Dhatu, it's not there at all.
No Akaranta in list.
So therefore, it is Ekash, but not Anudata. Therefore, Anit. And here we can note Akaranta Dhatu. What will happen by this rule? A is replaced by E. So need to note this. What it says is, forget about all the other words. Here, Ma is there. Sta Dhatu, Ma Dhatu. Those are Dhatus. Those are Dhatus. When Kit Pratyaya follows, the rule says that Akara is replaced by Ikara. So these will come, many such rules are there, specific, that we have to note. Okay. So Dhyati is one Dhatu, Syati is another Dhatu, Ma Dhatu, Sta Dhatu, the 4 Dhatu. Okay. The Dhyati by the Dhatu, okay, I'll write here. From the Do Dhatu, you have these. The Do Dhatu is what is represented by the first one, Dhyati. And the second one is So Dhatu. It is represented by the word Syati.
Yati.
Do Syati. And the third one is Maun. And the fourth one is Sta Dhatu. Okay. These 4 Dhatus. When, followed by the Pratyaya, beginning with Takara. And if it is Kit Pratyaya, then Ikara will be the Adesha in the place of this. Maybe this, I will write here the rule. This is not only here, in other places also it's applicable. The 4 Dhatus, these Dhatus, the following Dhatus, when followed by Takaradi, Takaradi kit pratyaya. We get the adesha akara. We'll get ikara. Get the adesha.
Ikara.
Ikara. We get ikara adesha. Ikara adesha. Note. Okay. So what are those dhatu? The within bracket of that. Though is the sutram, it is yati. Similarly, so it is given the sutram as yati. And ma is very clear, ma dhatu and sta dhatu. Okay. That's why we have sta will become what? Sta plus tavat will become.
Itavat.
Again, it is also akara and dhatu stitavat, right?
No.
Akara dhatu, sta dhatu may not be in the list. It's okay. You can add also akara and dhatu. Therefore, it is eka shanudata dhatu, anit dhatu. When the takara pratyaya follows, akara will be replaced by ikara. Therefore, stitavat, stitavan, stitaha, we know, right? Both terms. Then pane. This is also is an ekach, but not anudata dhatu. Therefore, anit. Pa is not in the list. Okay, don't replace pa. Pa is by some other rule. So pa plus tavat. Anit dhatu. Therefore, no itakama. Here we have another rule. Gu. Gu referring to the dhatus. Which is da, the da and dha dhatus. Okay, gu is itself is a sanya. Forget about this, we'll see. Gu referring to the dha dhatus. There are da and dha, mahaprana, dha dhatus. And those dhatus are referred to by the sanya. Gu is a sanya, like ba sanya, etc. So, only gu is an kritrama sanya, artificially created sanya. It is. Don't worry about that, just to know. Gu sanyaka dhatus. Then ma dhatu, sta dhatu, ga dhatu, pa dhatu, ha dhatu, and so dhatu. All these dhatus are listed. Ma is there. Sta, ga, pa. Jahati means it is ha dhatu. Then so dhatu. When what happens? When hal, hali pare. When hal means when the consonant. When haladi. When haladi, kiti pratyaya follows. Kit pratyaya follows. Then what do you get? You get ikara adesha. Okay. This also I will write like this. Okay, I will cut this and put it there. The dhatus, do, so, ma and sta. When followed by takaradi, similarly here also. Yes. This is by the rule. The dhatus, I just write da and dha. But of course, exceptions are there. We will see that later. Don't worry about that. Just to note, dha and dha dhatu. Okay. And ma dhatu. Ma means to measure. From that only we get pramanam, ma to measure. There's sta dhatu. Then what dhatu? Ga is bandi dhatu. Which dhatu? Ga. Gai becomes ga. You can say. No, not gum.
Gai.
Then pa dhatu. Then ha dhatu. And so dhatu. That's a dhatu so. Okara dhatu. So the dhatus, when followed by what? Haladi.
Haladi kit pratyaya.
So for here. Haladi kit pratyaya. Then what will happen to this?
We get
These
the
dhatus will get the adesha ikaraha. Therefore, ma become
Me.
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 Ma
Me.
become me.
Me.
Sta become
Sti. Sti.
so sta become sti.
Sti.
Then haladi kit pratyaya follows, right?
Mm.
So that is when Karmani Prayaga we have sta becomes tiyate. In Karmani Prayaga we saw sta
Yes.
dhatu plus yak plus te. Sta dhatu plus yak is aladi kit pratyaya. Therefore what happens? Tiyate.
Ika.
Ikara
Similarly,
adesha.
ga also ga dhatu gai become first gai become ga becomes giyate.
Iyate.
Pa becomes piyate. We have seen Karmani Prayaga recently also.
Yes,
Yeah.
Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
Understand?
Mm.
Then don't confuse the previous one. The previous one also we have ma dhatu. But the condition is when takaradikit pratyaya follows. Okay, when takaradikit pratyaya follows means it is mainly nishta, tak, tavatu, etc. Then that will apply. Okay,
Yes,
so
Guruji.
okay, this is 6466, whereas this is 74.
440.
When both are applicable for madhatu, which one will have go by? You have to go by the
7440.
7440.
So always you have to go by the later sutra. That's why you don't get mitavat only. Right?
Yes.
Similarly, here also chitavat, not stitavat.
Mm.
Understand the difference?
Yes,
This
Guruji.
ma dhatu, sta dhatu, even so dhatu also repeated here. But this by this, whereas other forms are not, pa is not there, right? Pa is not here. So pa will get ikara
Itavat.
by this
Ikara.
itavat.
Mm.
See, I'll explain what I mean. Ma dhatu, it when followed by nishta pratyaya. So which one will apply? This is also ta pratyaya is aladi kit pratyaya and takaradi kit pratyaya. Therefore, both these apply. By we go by the later one. Therefore,
Later one.
when therefore 7440 by that ma will
Mita.
be replaced by e only. Similarly, okay, the same dhatu if you take ma plus now. Ma plus yak plus te, karmani prayoga. Here, what happens? Can you apply 7440? 7440 says for specifically when followed by takara. And here it says followed by haladi.
Mm.
Haladi pratyaya means this that's general. That will apply. Therefore, ma will be replaced by e, niyate.
Ah.
Same thing, pa only. Pa also like that.
Iyate.
Pa is something. Pa is not there in the first one. It is for pa will get p only, not p.
Mm.
Because this pa dhatu it is not in this list. Therefore, here it is not. It is there only in the 6466 list. That is when followed by aladikit
Ikara.
pratyaya, pa will take ikara. Therefore, pa plus ta become pita, pa plus yak plus te will become piyate. Okay. Piyate. So, you need to understand the difference between those two, which one will apply. Okay. So this application comes only for this dhatu. Which dhatu? Ma dhatu, sta dhatu, and so dhatu. So dhatu. These three are common in both the rules. Right? But this is very specific, takaradi pratyaya, whereas it is general. So in Karmani Prayaga, you will see the application of this rule. So only the three dhatus which are common, there only the question of which one applies comes. In that case, the later one always applies. Right? When there is contradiction, the later one is applied. With regard to other dhatu, there is no problem. Apply appropriately. Understand?
And also which pratyaya is following, which kit pratyaya is following.
That is not mentioned, that is not required. The general one. Specific with takaradi means you apply the previous one.
Yeah.
Provided those dhatus are, if it is there.
Yeah.
Only for these dhatus only. Okay. Next one, da dhatu. Da dhatu, it is akara dhatu, it will not be there in the list. Therefore, it is
Anit.
ekach, but anudhata. Therefore, anit. And da dhatu is, please see, it is in the list here.
Yes, Guruji.
Therefore, aladikit pratyaya pare, what will happen?
Ikara.
Ikara
happen?
adesha.
Doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
Why? Because this da dhatu, see, this is this is da is given, but it's given by the sanya gu. Gu is a definition. It's a sanya given to not only da and da. In fact, there are about 4 plus 2, 6 dhatus are covered by the sanya gu sanya. Gu is a sanya.
Mm.
Fine. Anyway, so here what happens is da dhatu, akaranta dhatu. So when by this rule, the specific rule is there. So therefore, the specific rule overrules all the other rules. It's 46.
6.
Now, what does it
Duplication.
say? 7446 say that da dhatu, gu sanyaka da dhatu as sanya gu. So that will get dad adesha when followed with takaradi pratyaya. So when haladi pratyaya follows, it will be replaced by e. When takaradi pratyaya follows, it will be replaced by that. So here you can see. Suppose da dhatu is the da means to give dane. Suppose when haladi pratyaya follows, da plus yak plus te, then what will happen?
Diyate.
Diyate.
Here it is diyate because it is haladi.
Mm.
But when takaradi pratyaya follows, what will happen? Like it says,
Are replaced by them.
Da.
then
Dad.
a should be replaced by dad. Then
Dad.
dad plus ta. Dad plus ta, after that we know Karicha will apply, you get datta.
Datta. Mm.
So you get datta. So both are different. This is aladi and this is takaradi. Takaradi kit pratyaya. Right? So this is specifically for da dhatu, which is given. So you can see 7440 also takaradi kit. And 7446 also takaradi kit. So it is common. So that takaradi, the sutra coming as anurut, okay, it flows down. So here, so therefore, in do dhatu it is, see, this dhatu is not listed here. Only 4 dhatus are listed here.
Yes,
And
yes,
this
Guru.
7446 is da dhatu also. Some change happened, but what change? Da is replaced by dad.
Dad.
So the dhatu, da, when followed by takaradi kit pratyaya, will get the adesha, dad adesha.
Dad.
Do dad means doho sthane. Okay. Da doho is what is do? Okay, not what is do? Okay, you tell me what is do. Not doho. Do dad goho. What is sthane? What is adesha?
Dad is the Adesham, Guruji. Pratma Vibhakti.
And what is do?
Do sa
Though is Shasti.
Shashti.
Stan.
Do is daha.
Daha. Daha.
Daha iti that referring to the dhatu. Da dhatu.
Mm.
Daha iti da dhatoho sthane dad adesha bhavati. And da dhatu belongs to gusanya. Gusanyaka da dhatoho sthane and anuvritti
Dad
kami
adesha
takaradi.
bhavati.
Takaradi kit pratyaya pare dad adesha bhavati. And here because of sandhi, visarga preceded by ha followed by ash. Therefore, utva adesha becomes guna, then do comes. Okay. It is daga dad go. Because of sandhi, you see do. So do means you don't think where is do here. Sandhi. The daha referring to the dhatu. Da. How it refers, that limit. Just to note this much. Okay. Fine. The next one, sta dhatu. Sta dhatu has come now. Sta dhatu, what will happen? It is also akaranta dhatu ekach, but not anudata dhatu. So all these things have we seen already?
No.
No.
Guruji.
No.
Then are we seeing for the first time this one? Then you said E or F or something.
No, Guruji. We have not seen in detail about these dhatus.
Oh.
Yeah, we have not seen in detail. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then the pace okay. And I think I thought we have already seen it. So I'm seeing.
No, we understood, Guruji.
Sta dhatu it can take. Now sta dhatu, akar dhatu, it is in the list. No.
No.
Akarada dhatus are not there. Therefore
Not
it
there.
is ekash, but not anudata. Therefore anit. Now when takaradi pratyaya follows, what will happen? Going by this rule. I'm not repeating the rule. You know. Get ikaradesha. Stitavat. Stitavat stiyate. Understand the difference. Karmani stiyate. When takaradi pratyaya follows, stitavat. Then next dhatu, dha dhatu. Dha dhatu as a sanya gu, sangika dhatu. Please note, huh? So dhatu, dharana poshna yoga. This is also ekach, but not anudhatu.
Not
Therefore,
And
anit.
Anit.
What will happen to when takaradi pratyaya follows? Which one will apply?
Ikaram.
Here we have seen dha dhatu, gumasta.
6466.
Gu, the gu here referring to dha dhatu also, because dhatus dha and dha, they are referred to by the sanya gu.
Usan.
Of course, there is some exception. Is that adat, da dha gvadat. So therefore, here what happens? Da. But what happens? Another sutra is there. Dadater hi. You can see that section all in the fall in the same section, right? So on forth. Then takaradi pratyaya follows. Dadatehe. Dadatehe means referring to the dhatu, dha dhatu. Dadatehe sthane hi adesha bhavati takaradi pratyaye pare. That is why separately it's given. Otherwise, it's already covered, right? Why should we give this? So, dadatehe sthane vad adeshaha takaradi pratyaye pare hi adesha bhavati. That's a hitavan comes. I will write this in verse. Okay, this is dha dhatu, dharana poshna yogo, dhatu, dha, when followed by takaradi pratyaya, gets the adesha hi. Okay, therefore, hitavatu. We are doing only tavatu pratyaya, we can note that ta pratyaya will be hita. Okay, everywhere it is like that. And hitavatu can be taken in all the genders. Hitavan, hitavanto, hitavantaha, pullinge.
Hitavati, hitavati.
Hitavati, hitavatyo,
Hitavatyaha.
napumsakalinge.
Hitavat, hitavate.
Hitavanti.
No. Hitavat, then what is you?
Hitavati. Hitavati.
Hitavati.
Hitavanti.
Yes.
Vanti.
Hitavati, hitavanti. Num will come.
Sarvanamasthana pratyaya.
Simple it is. Napumsakalinga, if just three. See, hitavat plus su. What will happen to su pratyaya? I told you.
Su drops. Ekal.
Drops. Therefore, it will drop. Therefore, you get hitavat. Pratama bhakti. Then Pratama bhakti ekavachanam, dvivachanam. Hitavat plus what will happen here?
Hitavatyo. Hitavanto.
No. We are not doing pullinga and stringa. Napumsakalinga. Pullinga, stringa, we know.
Hitavati.
This
E.
napumsaka, how will be replaced by E is a rule. Once you have E, then what will happen?
Hitavati.
Hitavati.
Just join. Hitavati. So Hitavat, Jagat Shabda, Jagat, Jagati, Jagat.
Jaganti.
Then Saranamastana Pratyaya just follows. Then what will happen? Just will be replaced by.
Numagama comes in, Guruji.
Yes. First replaced just by E.
E.
And Saranamastana Pratyaya follows. Num will come after the last touch here. Therefore, you will have Hitavanti. So Hitavata, Hitavati, Hitavanti, Hitavata, Hitavati, Hitavanti. Tritiya Vibhakti onwards, same as Pullinga. Hitavata, Hitavadhyam, Hitavadbhi, Hitavate, Hitavadhyam, Hitavadhyaha, you can decline. Right? So Tavata Pratyaya is Alanta Pratipadikam. You get Ta Pratyaya is Ajanta. Hita, if you suppose Ta Pratyaya. Hitaha, Hito, Hitaha, right? Akarantarama Shabdavati. Srilinge Hita, Hite, Hitaha. Napumsakalinge Hitam, Hite, Hitani. Pala Shabdavati. Okay. All this you can note. Everywhere it is like that only. Then Oha Tyage. Ha means to give up. Oha Tyage. The Sadhana Panchakam also, the word the Dhatu came, I think. Ha, to give up. Ha means to give up. Tyage. Akara and the Dhatu. It is therefore not in the Ajanta list. Therefore on it. Therefore no Itakama. And this Ha is covered by Jagati, the Dhatu here. The sutra in the Jagati means In fact, Pratama Purusha Ekavachana of Adhatu in Latlakara is Jagati. Jagati is gives up. Jagati. Comes somewhere in Shloka also. Jagati. Anyway. So, therefore, what happens when Aladi Kit Pratyaya follows? It will be replaced by E.
E.
Therefore, he becomes E Tavat. E, not Tavat. Another thing is, there's another rule. That he dhatu, the Tavatu will be replaced by there's another thing now. This also will come up. What will happen to the Pratyaya, Tavatu Pratyaya, with regard to certain Anga? Set of rules are there again, which is doesn't come under this topic, but anyway, but we need to know. So what happens there? The Takara of the Nishta Pratyaya will be replaced by Na.
Na.
Will be replaced by Na. Many rules is going to come like that, so need to note this. Okay, so there is a rule by which you get this. What is the rule? The rule I didn't write because it's out of scope. That's why I didn't write. I will write it now. In fact, the later also comes many such rules. So here it is. Hadatu becomes Hina. So this is by, there is here we see the Itha letter. Because Itha letter has got some purpose, some meaning is there. That the Dhatu which have Okara as a Itha letter, right? Odit, there are Odit Dhatus. What Dhatus? Odit. Okara is Itha letter in the beginning. Okay. So Odit Dhatus, what will happen? When Nishta Pratyaya follows, the Nishta Takara will be replaced by Nakara. It's a rule. That's a rule. Oditascha. In fact, that is a rule. Oditascha. Such, I think, rules I will list out separately. You need to remember, it will be useful not only here, in many places it will find it application. The changes happening to the Nishta Pratyaya with regard to Anga, certain Anga. So I'll list down separately, but here you can note this. What this suit it says, Oditascha, it says that is Okara it Dhatu. I mean, I'll write like this. Odit Dhatus means you understand. Odit Dhatus. Odit Dhatus. Odit Dhatu when that is Nishta Pratyaya following the Odit Dhatu. Nishta Pratyaya following the Odit Dhatus. The Takara of the Nishta Pratyaya. That also. Takara of the Nishta Pratyaya following the Odit Dhatus will get the Ikara, sorry, will get Nakara Adesha. Rule. This is the explanation of this rule. When Nishta Pratyaya follows, that Nishta Takara will get Nakara Adesha for Odit Dhatus. There are some Odit Dhatus. This is one. Ohang also it is there. Okay. The next Dhatu, Gra Dhatu, another Akara on the Dhatu. This is also not in the list, Ekach, but not Anudata. Therefore, it is Anit, Gra Dhatu.
Guruji, we have rule for Akara as it letter also, right? The Aditascha.
Aditascha, separately it is there, yes.
Oh, it is a different one.
That is different. What is here?
Nakara, okay.
Here it is.
Oh, this is for Nakara.
This is for Nakara. Aditascha is for
It.
That is for it. Aditascha. Adidhatus. Adidhatus will get what? Adidhatus will get Nishta Pratyaya, in Nishta Pratyaya falls, it will deny itagam, right?
Denied. Anita.
Therefore, anit. That is for Nishta Pratyaya. But here it is for changes happening to the Nishta Pratyaya. Nishta Pratyaya is takara. In fact, takara of the Nishta Pratyaya. First letter will undergo change. There is some set of rules are there with regard to certain dhatus, anga, which we will see. I'll collect everything and put it under one as one document, one file. We'll see that. Now, next dhatu, gra dhatu. Gra, from that only we get jigrati, right? So, gra dhatu, not in the list. Therefore, it will get, will not get it on it. So, gra tavat. Optionally, we have another from also. This is, one is gra plus tavat. See, it is gra, okay. It is not there in the, it is not here. Don't confuse with it. It is not in the list. All you can see some akar on the dhatus here. 64, 66. Ma, sta, ga, pa. But gra is not here, right?
Yes.
That is why given specifically. So, gra dhatu. Therefore, what will happen to gra dhatu? Gra tavat. This is one form. And by another rule, what will happen? This is says by this. This is what I said that is changes happening to the Nishta Pratyaya when followed by when preceded by certain
Anga.
dhatus. Anga. Dhatu. So, sorry, 8256. So there, what happens then for this dhatu? This is one dhatu which is mentioned in the list. Where it is there? Nuda, Vida, Vidonda, Tra, Gra is there. That is the Gra dhatu. So the list of dhatus. The list of dhatus, I will write like this. Nishta takarasya nakara adesha bhavati. Takara the Nishta pratyaya following the, and here it is optional. Sorry. Takara of the Nishta pratyaya following the dhatus. What are the dhatus? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
Sorry, by mistake, I pressed the airplane. Oh. Okay. The takara of the Nishta pratyaya following the dhatus, Nudu dhatu, and Vid dhatu, then Und dhatu, then Tra dhatu, then Gra dhatu, then Ri dhatu, following the dhatu, Ri dhatus. Will get Nakara Adesha optionally. So therefore here, now you can see the section 8.2 section. 8.2. In fact, 8.2, you know, where you don't know the sutra, but I told you sutra also. We are not seeing the sutra pata only, but we know the numbers and the sutras and all I have told you. The sutras only, in fact, sutra, when I have taught you many sandhi rules, Odaha, Chokakuku, etc. You can see those comes under the section 8.2. So this is also under 8.2 only. The previous one also 8.2. 8.2. Where is that 8.2? Ishta takara getting nakara adesha hinavatu. Yeah. This is not 7.2. Okay, it is a mistake. It is 8.2.45. It is
Dhattvam.
8.2.45. 8.2 section. Not 7.2. 7.2 sections to deal with Itakama. Under 8.2 only, you will see 8.2.45 onwards. And even 2 or 3 sutras before onwards, you will see the changes happening to Takara with regard to certain Anga. So 8.2.45 here. 8.2.45 means you have to know that the changes happening to 8.2.45 after that. Or you can 44, 43, whatever it is. So The changes happening to takara of the Nishtha Pratyaya. Here 8 to 56. So you can see. I will list down the rules later. All the rules, the changes happening to Nishtha Takara. They are all covered in the 8 to 6. So 8 to 46, 8 to 56, etc. So the meaning of the sutra I have written here. Takara of the Nishtha Pratyaya following this dhatu will get Nakara Adesha, and here Nakara Adesha is optional. Okay. Then Shna dhatu. Shna dhatu also Akaranda dhatu not in the list, therefore that also must be Ekacha Anudata dhatu, Anit dhatu. What will happen to that? Sna plus Snatavata. Nothing happens, just join. And Nya dhatu, here also nothing happens, Nyatavata. Okay, to C. Now comes the D. D category. That we will see next class. So from D onwards, we have to see. We'll complete this Nishtha. And so that we can go to the next topic. Karmani and then Karmani Prayoga and then Shamich. So do you have any doubts?
Guruji, please send the document once again, Guruji, so that we will do the necessary corrections.
Yeah.
Thank you,
We'll
Guruji.
send you. And we can note the list of rules which are
Yes.
it Vyavastha related, Nishtha Pratyaya related. Is 9. As of now, 9. Similarly, that I will write in the same document later. I will add changes happening to rules related to changes happening to Takara of the Nishtha Pratyaya. So here we will see it's a list. A long list is there. We'll see. See, there's a dhatu. For example, I'm saying there's a dhatu, shush dhatu. Now in Sadhana Panchakam we saw shush plus dha pratyaya. What do you get?
Sushta.
Sushta.
Shushta.
Becomes shushka. Very good. Shushka. So ta will get ka adesha.
Tadesh.
Shushka tarka. Dustarka is shushka tarka is dustarka. Dry logic. Shushka. So this is the change. This is also Nishtha Pratyaya Rupam. Shushka. Similarly, Pach Dhatu plus Ta Pratyaya. What will happen?
Akta.
Pakva.
It is Pakva. Ta will be replaced by Va. Pakva. Right? You get Pakva. If you say Pachta means then you are not yet Pakva. You are not yet ripened. That is say Pakva. So these are the changes. You will see some changes happening to the Nishtha Pratyaya when followed by certain dhatus. So those lists we will add here. And similarly, the changes happening, to the Anga. Rules related to changes happening to the Anga. That also with regard to not Nishtha Pratyaya, we can say context is Nishtha Pratyaya. So okay, anyway, I don't know what is Nishtha Pratyaya. Changes happening to Anga. That also we will list out. So these things it will be complete. We'll add this slowly as we see further. So we'll stop here. Do you have any doubts?
We'll go
Lots,
through this,
Guruji,
Guruji.
but we'll go through
Okay.
the recording.
Yes.
That's why I told in the last class, please come prepared. Huh?
Yeah, we need to.
So Guruji, Sunday we'll continue this or we'll go back to reader?
Which one you want?
We'll continue this one, like Guruji.
We'll do
Finish
this.
this.
Okay, we'll complete this.
Yes, Guruji.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyawad,
Dhanyawad,
Guruji.
Guruji.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Please send this document, Guruji.
I will send.